Would I get this again? I would say absolutely, because I love the look of it and it is quite effective. With the clip-on visor, it is even more effective.
See, right here, there's nothing. Right there.
Hi guys, this is going to be a quick review of the Honda Batwing. This is the OEM batwing that Honda makes for the Rebel 1100. And I finally was able to get my hands on one and recently installed it. Before this one, as you guys know, I had the Puig screen, and that served me well for 5 months, and it took me for about 6,500 miles, so it did its job quite well. I was eager to get my hands on this because I love the look, and primarily that is what attracted me to the bike, the overall package with the saddlebags and the batwing. The vision that I had was with the brown and add a little bit of pop with the brown accenting, as well as the metallic buckles to give it just a little bit of a pop. This is what my vision was when I first saw the bike when it was released. So now it's coming together, and I finally have this. So basically, to give you the short of it, it works great. The thing that stands out the most is how smooth the air is that hits your helmet. So, and this is of course based on my experience with the Puig before this one. The other one, now I actually realized that it was turbulent air that was hitting the visor, even with the clip-on visor that I had put on. The Batwing actually came in time right before the Life of Birch meetup in Annapolis, and I was able to install it and ride all the way out there from Virginia with it, and it performed very well on the highway. I'm quite pleased with the way that it deflected the wind. The thing that I noticed the most was how smooth the air was hitting the helmet. While at the Life of Birch meetup, I had the privilege of meeting Quasi Motard, and we had a quick conversation about the Batwing, and this guy's wisdom is incredible. So he actually pointed out during our discussion, I was expressing to him the difference that I felt in terms of how smooth the air was that was hitting the helmet. And he told me the reason why that is because of this vent right here. I didn't realize what the purpose of this was, but he did explain the science behind it, and and it makes complete sense to me. So basically, it creates an equilibrium in terms of the pressure. So it lets just enough air in there so that it equalizes on both sides of the screen, and that's what creates that effect of smooth air. And it works pretty well, I must say, you guys. The cost of the Batwing is approximately $600 shipped. The installation process is, how do I put this politely, you guys? It is a pain, to say the least. So it does require a significant amount of patience. So if you are planning on doing the install yourself, please keep that in mind. Mine took a lot longer than it should because I have the 4-inch risers, and that's what kind of complicated things because of the wiring harness and all that fun stuff. So figuring it out always takes a little bit longer than a regular install, but now that it's done, I was able to do an installation video that I'm going to post so that if you guys want to install it yourself, you'll have a reference. We're going to take it out for a ride together, and I'm going to try to demonstrate or illustrate where the wind blast is relative to the rider position. So let's go out and test it out, and also try out the clip-on visor, see what effect that has.
So let's try out this screen, see how effective it is. The first thing that I've noticed is how smooth the air is when it's hitting. So right now it's actually coming straight at eye level. I'm doing 55 miles an hour, and just wanted to show you what that looks like. Do you see where the air blast is? So it puts it right at eye level. You see? But it's not turbulent. It's very smooth air, which is different than the Puig screen that we had. That one created a lot of turbulence. I did feel that. But if you take a look over here, okay, let's take it up to 70 miles an hour and see what it does. Again, it's quite smooth in terms of the air. And you see where the air is? See, right here there's nothing. Right there. This is at 80 miles an hour. All right, let's install the clip-on visor and see what difference that makes. All right, so let's try the same test with the clip-on visor on. This is at the highest setting right now. This is at 60 miles an hour. As you can see, it does actually push the air much further up. So it's actually right there, and that's on top, at the top of my helmet. Okay, so take it to 80. See, right at the top of the helmet. And the air is actually stable, it is not turbulent. You see where it's putting the air?
Now that you guys saw what it did on the highway at speeds of 50, 60, 70, and 80 miles an hour with the clip-on visor on, as well as the stock configuration, and you saw where the wind blast is basically at eye level, the question is, would I get this again? I would say absolutely, because I love the look of it and it is quite effective. With the clip-on visor, it is even more effective. So for, let's say, a multi-day tour, if you're going on long distance, let's say a tour over 500 miles, up to 1,000 miles and more, definitely I would recommend putting the clip-on visor, because that's going to increase your comfort level. It's going to deflect the bugs. It's going to help in rain as well. So yes, I do definitely recommend putting on the clip-on visor for that purpose. Having said that, the clip-on visor does add to the ugly factor, and definitely this is not something that I am interested in, so it's coming off for the foreseeable future. I hope you found this review helpful, you guys. Have a great day.